Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. We're here today for a little bit of piracy, so let's get going, and let's be bad guys. So, we're going to be going out for an assassination mission, so I think that this is a fairly good group to bring. I think, yeah, the Marauder is definitely going to be worthwhile, and I'm questioning whether we bring the Annihilator instead of the Highlander, and then maybe throwing on some LRMs. Just because we are in the Highlands. Yeah, I think that's maybe what we're going to do today. So, maybe we drop the Atlas. I do love that thing, though. Let's see. We do have the AC-20s, so that is pretty solid. Good range on those things. Nice and sturdy. But if we're in the Highlands and we have forests and things, we might need the extra mobility. So maybe... Actually, it's about the same as the Annihilator. You know what? We're going to drop the Atlas. We're going to throw the Annihilator over to Rabid. I think that'll be fine. And we're going to bring out... Yeah, I think we're going to bring out the Archer. I think a little bit of indirect missile support could be very useful. And you know what? I suppose we'll keep it as is. We'll give Spymaster a couple of days off. He's been quite busy piloting Marauders and learning a bit, so we're going to give him some downtime. We're going to pick this one up. We also do have the advantage of breaching shot, so if they are in cover, we should be able to do an alright amount of damage. So let's go ahead and deploy and see exactly what kind of mech pilot we're being sanctioned to assassinate. And with any luck, he will have a very fancy mech that would be perfect for our collection. So let's let's see what the mission briefing says and get on rolling. Alright, the objective is destroy the target and escape, and this is for the pirates. We had to deal with a local government MechWarrior here on Kimi. He helped out with some of our operations, and in turn we kept him supplied with things he couldn't get on the open market, if you know what I mean. But he's decided he's too good to work with us anymore, and that's not okay. We want you to go down there and show him that it's not okay. He's probably going to try and make a break for it. Do not let him escape. Alright, I suppose the target probably should have known what he was getting into. Lay down with dogs. That's right, you're gonna get pleased. Alright, well, this is where the target should be patrolling. From here, you should get eyes on him. Once he's down, head to evac for pickup.
Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
Alright, so we have two little spots here. This one here is enemy forces, and that one over here is the target. Well, I'm definitely oh, good grief. There is so much forest around. Yeah, we're definitely going to be following this path as much as possible. Otherwise, it's going to be very awkward terrain. Alright, let's get a move on. Actually, you know what? It might almost be better to take the slightly slower approach but go through the trees. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. We're going to head over in this direction. Oh, we have some solid movement here if we get around. Yeah, that's what we're after. Let's get you going up over there.
Acknowledged.
And I suppose we'll bring the Highlander up there too. Sorry, the Annihilator. Alright, a little bit more of a roundabout way than normal, but I think it will provide us with a good degree of tactical positioning. Alright, sprinting, jumping will get us further. We'll go ahead and jump. Always handy to have some extra maneuverability. Well, let's get you over there. Alright, now before we get going too far, let's keep everybody moving forwards.
Orders.
Angel, you as well. Let's get you all the way up ahead.
Commander.
Rannoch will position you all the way forwards.
Roger.
And then I think we'll move about on par. Yes, after all, we do want We don't want to be leaving our friends behind,
Receiving you.
which would be quite a problem. Alright, distance-wise, I think we're just going to move you up
Aye,
here.
aye.
And we'll sprint you up as well. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and leave the rest of this turn. What was the button I pressed previously? Was it... I don't know. What is this? Oh,
Waiting for orders.
oh, that's just the back button. Okay, you know what? Settings, you know what? Probably too late. I'll just figure it out as we go. We're gonna go ahead and brace, and same for you.
Engaging coolant system.
Making sure that everybody is nice and stationary. Let's get those
Moving out.
bigger mechs ahead. We go ahead and brace a few times.
Affirmative.
Alright, that's not too bad. Okay, we have contact. That is ideal. We are dealing with an 80-ton mech, so it's no pushover, so I'm glad we're putting the heaviers
What's
first.
up, boss?
Ranek. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get shots here, so... let's go a full sprint. See if we can set ourselves up for success.
On the move. Full speed.
Alright, we're definitely going to want to take whatever this is as salvage. I'm certain it's worth more than the others. Oh, and we have company on our right flank. Okay, a 70-ton mech. Okay, well, that could be a lot worse. I think what we're going to do here, though, is if they've got movement, we could send an early salvo with the archer. So let's go ahead and reserve.
Standing by.
See if we can bait anything within a line of sight or a firing solution. I think that should do us well. Alright,
Orders.
get that Highlander. Yeah, that's what we want. We're going to go ahead and use our jump jets. That should give us a nice position. A little bit of elevation wouldn't go astray. In fact, you know what? Never mind. No, we're going to move up over here. And we're going to set ourselves up on this
Lifting
angle.
off.
So we could get shots on a Victor. Okie dokie, an AC-20. Ooh boy, yeah. Glad we picked up that cover there. SRM-6 and 2 medium lasers. And then a 70 and an 80-ton vehicle. Okay. So either, what is that? LRM carrier, demolisher, or one of those Shrek PPCs. Yeah, so what do we do here? I think we may as well just take shots. Burn through a little bit of his armor, popping him up a bit for everybody else.
Aye, aye.
And if we're lucky, we may even take out a weapon system. So, very unlikely. Alright, the big boy's moving on. Shots on the Highlander. He did not fire his autocannon. Huh. Well, that is peculiar. Alright, well, Ranak's still hanging around before next turn. I think,
Reporting.
the Annihilator. Do we get you going first, or do we try and save you? You would have a solid amount of damage there. You also do have fairly high skill as a, what is it, as a tactician. So I think that should, actually no, I think we've been holding, I think you're only 9s and 10s. You know what, that's still probably good enough. We could get some good shots there. Yeah, you know what, I think we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot. We have some pretty solid damage. We're gonna go with a precision strike, see what we've got here. Yeah, an 18%. Not quite as good as the Marauder, but I think it's highly unlikely that we're going to get a kill. We have, yeah, plenty of shots, but this guy is well armored, so I think it's worth trying to do a little bit of damage to the head just in case we roll poorly on our accuracy on the next turn. Alright, structure exposed. Critical AC-20 destroyed.
Critical hit.
Yeah, okay. That is very, very beneficial for us. That's going to save us a whole headache. Alright, what do we do here? could fire all of our LRMs. There's a good chance we could... Oh my goodness, we almost took out there. You know what? With the amount of armor he has, maybe we just go for a full salvo, and if we are lucky enough to have a single missile strike, we'll take him out, and then we can save Marauder for one of these vehicles over there. Yeah, I think that's a pretty jolly good idea. So, let's get moving. We're going to go... we're going to move off to the side here, I think. You know what? Actually, you know what? No. We're going to go up over there. That'll keep everything roughly within range. And then, yeah, let's just send a full barrage, and hopefully we take this guy out before he even gets a turn. Well, we've successfully destroyed all evasion he may have built up. Oh, he's trying to make a break for it? Well, denial zone?
Yes, Commander.
I don't think this is going to be very hard for us to do. Alright, we've got good shots with the Gauss and the ER medium laser. It is a bit of a pity we couldn't get closer, but I think we'll be fine. Your shots are normally very well positioned. He doesn't even have an AC-20, so we're not really in any danger at all. He has, what is it? Yeah, 2 medium lasers and potentially an SRM, but probably at a disadvantage. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, 1 shot, that's all we need. 2 out of 3. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And got him. Good work.
That's a kill.
Good work there. Alright, caught him right before he could get on the throttle. That is very, very helpful. Alright, now, we could evac, but we have vehicles to destroy, and I think that we will. So, go ahead and reserve. Let them come within targeting range. And then see what we can do with somebody. Let's go... Highlander or Annihilator?
Awaiting orders.
Must wait. That Annihilator's not going to make it. Let's bring Angel all the way forwards. Let us find ourselves a targeting solution. In fact, we have jump jets for a reason. Yeah, pick up a whole stack of cover. As well as evasion. I think that is the best idea. Right, Highlander, what have they got? They have a cataphract. Ooh. Fancy. Okay, they're not bad. But I think we're going to be doing pretty good. We can't target the other guys, so I guess this is who we're going for.
Acknowledged.
Alright, sensors impaired. He's tagged as well. Oh, and he's got some autocannons on that vehicle in the back. Yeah, don't look like a demolisher. I think they're the ones with the LBXs. I'm assuming it's just some other kind of long range setup. Alright. Well then, let's bring the Annihilator forwards. Got some pretty good odds there, and we get a bunch of extra damage boosted. We may as well go for a precision strike and see if we can roll well. Got some decent probability. Yeah, let's go.
As you wish.
Alright, very unsteady as far as our aim there, but that's okay. As long as it slows them down. And then I suppose we can just mosey on up with our archer. And maybe even knock him down and get some free precision strikes. Alright, and he is just standing up. That is very impressive.
Good to go.
Alright, well, since we've got nothing else to do, I suppose we're going to run the... Yeah, let's have Radek run all the way forwards and lean heavy on those controls and see if we can steal ourselves a kill. In fact, even if we don't get this, we should do a little bit of stability damage. Yeah, so this guy should probably get knocked over, if not laid out flat for good. Alright, he did get injured by a cockpit shot and he's fallen over for another. Okay, this isn't going to take much. We only need one more shot. We should probably be making the most of what we can. Medium laser. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to destroy this fellow. These things are fairly tanky, if memory serves. Yeah, some very solid structural damage there. What's he got? So prone, sensors impaired, he's tagged. Yeah, he is in a bad spot. If I were him, I would have already punched out if possible. Alright. Head gone. Ooh, and explosions?
Destroyed.
Yeah, ammo bin explosion is very bad for them.
Good to go.
Good news is we did happen to save the center, so it's not going to be as catastrophic as it could have been. Alright, now knowing he's got auto cannons, we're going to go ahead and take this cover here. We don't want to be taking more damage than necessary.
Engaging jump jets.
Oh, it is a demolisher, but apparently they... Oh, two AC-20s. Okay. So I think we've only ever seen the LBX editions, but I've now learned that they can carry AC-20s. Alright, well, we're definitely not going to have you surviving if at all possible. So let's go ahead and... I suppose we fire everything and hope that we roll well. Yeah, and we're just on the limit of our heat capacity too.
I copy.
Alright, structure has been imparted. He's definitely... Oh, he's backing up. He's playing it tactfully.
Yes, Commander.
That's an interesting choice. Alright, well, we can sprint on forwards. Not that that gets us anywhere. But I suppose it is better than nothing.
Confirmed.
If we can just sensor lock this thing, that should
Got
be
something
good.
you want done?
We're not going to be able to move close enough, so I think what we'll do is we'll go... Yeah, Rannick, if you'd be so kind,
Aye, aye.
could you please sensor lock this fellow so we know where he is so we can get some shots on? Yeah, we can send the archer after him. That would be ideal. Rough terrain, no, we'll avoid that. We do have a clear position here. Yep, there we go. LRMs, fire when ready. And we got rid of that demolisher. Alright, excellent.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Now, the real question is, destroy supporting enemy forces 50%. There's got to be somebody else hanging around. Now, my assumption would be is that they're down in this direction. Because I'd be retreating back towards my friends
Ready,
if
get
I
it
were
on.
able. So I think we'll go... Bring the Annihilator up. Or maybe we go... Yeah, we'll head over here.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, and we do have contact. Okay, they have 35-ton vehicle. Well, that's going to be very, very easy pickings. Let's bring ourselves forwards. We'll set ourselves up for next turn, I think. Yeah. Rannick, we can station
I
beside.
get you. On the
And
move.
the Highlander, I suppose, will get us close to the edge as possible, and then maybe jump down with our jump
Copy
jets on the
that.
next turn. Oh, and we did get the other one on our sensors. Okay, that is ideal. So a 35 and a 35. Yeah, this will be nice and easy.
Standing by.
Rannick, unfortunately, you can't target anything from that position, so sensor locking is going to have to be as good as it gets. I think we'll go for the one in the back. Just because... Oh, wait a second. We can't do that. Outside of range. Well, then, I guess this is the one we're going for.
Sensors locked on.
It's also behind a rock, so there's no way we would have got it otherwise. Alright, taking shots. Did we get caught by that narc? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, I don't think it's going to matter. We'll focus on the one in the back since it has already had its turn. So let's just go ahead and attack. We'll be fine. LRM-10 and Narc Beacon. We've got a pretty good chance of busting through. Not guaranteed, but we have an alright chance. Alright, well, I guess it survived. Gonna get to take shots. Oh, we have solid armor. Okay, and they did manage to attach that beacon, but we're gonna have enough between now and then.
Yes, Commander.
Highlander, I think you need to go down and say hi. It is only appropriate. It is down from the Highland, down to say hi, and land near them. We'll go for... You know what? Go for the untouched one. You've probably got enough firepower there to blitz this thing.
Confirmed.
Yep. Good. And then we can follow up with an annihilator against the
Reporting.
other.
Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Alright,
How
Rabid.
might I help?
There you go. Mosey on over there and
As you
fire
wish.
all of your autocannons. Thank you very much. That will be
I understand.
super effective. Great. The amount of firepower in that thing is absolutely
Run for the
amazing.
scrap.
No wonder they call those things annihilators.
Mission successful.
Alright, well that was nice, quick and easy, so I think we're going to go ahead and pick up the other mission here. I did have a quick look at the contracts between videos, and there's only one more, and it is for the pirates. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. Now that will be very nice for us. Alright, experience for everybody, hip hip huzzah, and we'll pick up the Victor. After all, the Victor is the most expensive one. Unfortunately, yeah, I think... Yeah, the 1X. I think there's another variation that... I think there's a, what do we got? An SLDF edition, but I don't know if that's in the game. But I definitely do know that those exist somewhere in the tech universe. And nothing else is really of massive note here, so we're definitely going to take the salvage. Part of Cataphract, that is very nice. An AC-20 to spare, that is always going to be a beautiful thing. And then, oh, comm system as well. And some ammo for that AC-20. That's a pretty good salvage haul. The amount of times we picked up a weapon but not its appropriate ammunition, and more than a little bit annoying in the past, but that is not our trouble today, which is very good to see. So having plenty of spares will be very nice. Save us a little bit of cash in the long run when we go to hit up a few more mechs. Alrighty, well, what can we do? Alright, we're already subpar armor to mount more weaponry. Ooh. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be keeping that thing around. That seems fairly terrible. But we're going to go ahead and quickly give promotions to our pilots before we head right back out. Angel's already at maximum. That is good. I can pick up, what do we go? Indirect fire penalty? It's probably not a bad thing, realistically. Extra health. Hit defense. I think we're going to go with the indirect. At this point, it is useful if we ever jumping in an LRM barge. Rabid.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, you've already maxed out. Yeah, so I was right there. That's why he definitely had that 18%. And so, okay, so who's left out of the 410 club? There's myself, who has 2 9s. And that's it. Okay, and, well, outside of the B team. Not that we're particularly focusing on Behemoth, Deco, nor Glitch. Alright, well, that's not bad. Alright. Contracts. Gonna go ahead and pick up some more. Keep our reputation increasing with the pirates. This is gonna be a straight up battle, which I think is gonna be good. We're tracking an extremely heavy mech with Capellan heraldry. Well, let's make those Capellans just a little bit more unhappy as we take one of their heavier mechs. Alright, question is, do we want to stick with what we've got, or should we switch a route? Well, you know what? It's only a 2.5 scale difficulty. I'm guessing we're going to be dealing with some light mechs. So we'll keep the archer for now, and everybody else can stay with what they've got. Yeah. I think that's ideal. Alright, so is what kind of extra heavy mech have they got? That'd be what could we do? Well, we could always do with another Atlas. You'd never go wrong with that. Another Annihilator as well. Oh boy, that would be scary thoughts. What we need is something lost tech. That would be very nice. Especially since that is one of the reasons why I took this being on Kimmy. Apart from the extra reputation with the pirates. Alright, so what are we doing? We are destroying enemy units. Manda, a local pirate organization, is tracking an extremely heavy mech with Capellan heraldry. This provocation is almost certainly bait for a trap. We'd like you to spring this trap, engage their heavy mech, intercept the forces the Capellan Confederation sends to defend it, and destroy all of them. Alright. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that.
Command
More
interface
mechs, more
initiated.
salvage. We're in the area where the hostile mech was sighted. Let's move up, flush it out, and see what sort of trap this is. Stay alert, Commander.
Watch the
Warfare
trees.
out.
You never know what's in them.
Alright, well. Oh boy, we're again given some really nice starting locations up on the mountain. That is fantastic. Well, mind you, they are further up, but I think we'll be fine. Alright. Do we rejoin? Yes, we do. Okay. So, what I'm thinking... What I'm thinking here is maybe we go for this right flank first. Follow this path. We've got a little bit of extra cover and trees. I'm sure that's where their reinforcement will be in trees, but if we have some cover as well, that will facilitate a nice and solid
Enemy
position.
detected.
Alright, what have we seen? We have an 80-ton vehicle sitting in the back. Okay. Well, we know that that's not going to be very fun. We'll bring... do we bring Marauder all the way over there? You know what? We will go so far as to stand right behind the archer. I think that'll be fine.
Moving out.
Alright, let's get this Highlander rolling.
Moving out.
I'm going to head as far down this road as possible.
As you wish.
They very rudely separated our heavy mechs from our lighter mechs, which
I'm picking up a new sensor trace.
ooh,
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
is just a little bit annoying. Yeah, especially when the indirect fire is in the center. Okay, fine. We're going to need to cross up, and I think... yeah, send a few barrages down there. Now, that is a light mech, so it's going to get up here pretty quickly. And that might give them some extra scouting, so that would not be ideal.
Ready for orders.
Rannick, you can't get within range of anything, not this turn. I don't want to give them a free shot on us, so how about we reserve and see what they do. Okay, so there's also, yeah, so there's that 35-tonner and that 80. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and let them take that first move. Even if they send everything to forward power and sprinting, we should have enough accuracy to overcome that. Let's go.
Good to go.
Yeah, there we go. We can get eyes on there with Rannick. That is ideal.
On the move.
That'll also open up for extra shots just in case we do not get this kill. Honestly, yeah, Shrek PPC carrier, not a bad vehicle, but I think we can easily handle this. Not going to waste any of our resolve. We're going to save that for later. There's nothing here that we need to salvage. Alright, sweet. That is
Vehicle down.
primary vehicle out of commission. Angel,
Waiting for orders.
we need to get you up here quickly, and your jump jets will work perfectly for that. So we'll get you going there. Let's also go ahead and... do we think they're going to have something else? Honestly, I don't think so. Not in the final one. We'll brace this turn. Otherwise, we may have gone ahead and done the... what you call
You
it?
have orders?
The vigilance for the earlier initiative. Alright, well, we'll pick up... go this far, I suppose. In fact, no, we won't. We're going to sprint. Yeah, there we go. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't check that out. We would have made much better distance if we sprinted. Oh, well.
Throttle down, moving out.
It's not here nor there. We're in a very advantageous position as far as terrain is concerned. We can get ourselves right to the edge of the forest with a little bit of cover. I think we'll go ahead and move there. Yes, we've scouted our quarry. 40 ton, 30, 40, and 35. Good grief, this is going to be easy. Alright, we are initiative 3, so we should get a turn at some point. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and brace. Just make sure that if they are going to be taking hot shots at us, that we can mitigate as much of the damage as possible. Assuming, of course, they hit. Alright, evasion's working out so far. Yeah, here come the LRMs. No surprises there. Unfortunate, though, that we... Oh, wait. No, we do have eyes on the Jenna. Right.
Ready to get it on.
Brannick, let us see what you can do. We could put you into some cover there, but we're not going to get shots. We get no evasion from there. You know what? This will be perfectly good enough.
Location confirmed.
Drop on in front of that Jenna. That should be fine. And then... You know what? We have resolve. Let's just take care of this scout of theirs. Make sure that they don't get any LRM capabilities.
Copy that.
Not without sacrificing somebody else at the very least. Ooh.
One more for the kill board.
Oh. Not quite the pilot, but that'll work. Alright.
Damage minimal.
Yep, minimal damage. That is fine. Yeah, that Vulcan, no real threat there. Maybe a Panther? Need direct line of sight, which is why they didn't shoot. Seems somewhat probable in my mind. Let's go... we can't get eyes on much else. We may as well mosey on forwards. We may as well see what we can do. Actually, you know what? No, there we go. We have a good position here. There we are. That'll work out perfectly. What have they got in the background there? They have a Javelin with an LRM-15. You got a bunch of medium lasers, which is probably what we should focus upon. So that's what we're going to do, although given the extra damage mitigation, I think we're just going to be a little bit mean, and we're going to send... Yeah, we're going to go multi-target. You against A, you against B, and because he's in the back, if we fire a single weapon, we can do more damage. So we'll send one nice... Oh, wait a second. We're going to send an LRM-15 there, just for kicks and giggles. See if we can give him a bit of a problem. Everything else will focus on our main target, but this will help soften him up and avoid that cover. So we'll get the most out of a full salvo from us.
Engaging multiple targets.
Alright, that Vulcan is in bad shape. And yeah, because we avoided that cover, we did a bunch of good damage there. Yeah, took out that side torso. Still got that LRM. Fortunately, it was the wrong side, but still, super effective. And this guy is not in good condition. We managed to crit his DQC wheat, which is very nice. Right.
Receiving you.
Angel, you've got options because you have indirect fire, but we want... Yeah, there we go. ACs can fire. That's ideal. In fact,
Yes, Commander.
you know what? We should probably move the Annihilator first, just because we're going to have less options for targeting.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Annihilator, go ahead and do your thing. You know what? We're going to precision strike this thing. Highly unlikely this guy lives, so we might as well do it with style.
Locking on target.
We got another head injury. That's got to be an awfully dicey position he's in. What do we got? We have, yeah, only 17 health. Yeah, almost stripped all of the armor off. Arm's about to go, torso's about to go. Same with this, with the engine.
Go.
He's going to be in a real rough shape. Alright, well, since we got nothing else left to do, we may as well move on in. We could go... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we may as well just focus on the Vulcan. We'll get rid of that little nuisance before he gets another turn, save us from any of that damage, and say, yeah, goodbye to him.
Taking the shot.
Okay, so we
Hope we
did
can salvage that.
break the center torso, but we technically did kill the pilot. Mind you, in what order is left to the imagination, but you know, it all works. Alright, and
Got something
Rannick,
you want done?
let's go. Maybe set you up there and just go straight against that 40-ton. You know what? Honestly, I don't care if they take a single shot at us, and if we can just clean up an otherwise pristine mech, I think that's worth it. Alright, a little bit of heat on the Archer. That's not going to be a big deal there.
Damage minimal.
We've more or less sorted everything out.
What's up, boss?
Rannoch, you run forwards. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, this Vulcan is gonna be screwed. Even though it's got evasion, I do not think it is going to help. Not against Rannoch.
Whatever you say, boss.
Oh, yep. Nope. We know our pilots.
Target eliminated.
Just eviscerated him. Alright, well, you know what? We may as well have a little bit of fun. Let's reserve. Rabbit, would you be so kind in that annihilator? Would you do the honors?
Certainly.
Thank you. Alright. Go for the headshot, but I'll take anything you do. Brilliant. Wow.
Hostiles.
Certainly killed the target there. Almost took out the core too, which would have been real bad. But hey, it's working, so nothing wrong with that. Okay, so, you know what? Yeah, 81,000 sea bills, that'll do. Capellans are always unhappy, boo-hoo-hoo. Pirates are more happy, that is ideal. Alright, a little bit of experience for people who no longer need it. Our veterans are doing quite well, so... in the interest of taking as much salvage as possible, let's work on a Vulcan here. That 2T will be ideal. We're lucky we'll even finish a Jenner. And all of these things here are so minimal. Yeah, I don't really care. Oh, and no, now we're just 2/3 of the way through a better Vulcan as well. Alright, Flamer, that's always, I don't know, it's something different. And then a bunch of medium lasers and a PPC and some jump jets in change. Not bad. In fact, I was thinking about that. Oh, maybe that would be a fun idea for a Battle Master. Make that nice and maneuverable, like a close quarters, and see if we can just... Yeah, because we'd have so much armor, we could just try and cook. Back on a bunch of flamers, maybe the Infernos. You know that there's some missile spaces there. You know, it may not be the most effective, but it's not necessarily the worst idea. It would at the very least be a bit of fun. Alright, so mech bays, let's make sure that we are, of course, getting rid of what we don't want. No point for paying for them in a couple of days. That Victor, it's just not doing anything for me there. I think we're just going to go ahead and scrap you. Vulcan, same thing with you. You're nothing but change. We're not going to sell them, though. We're going to do that in friendly territory, of course. No point in paying more than we... not getting paid as much as we could. And then, you know what? That Battle Master. Yeah, we have a bunch of energy, a bunch of missiles, and some support. Could check on jump jets as well, so we would... You know what? It's a bit of a wacky idea, but I reckon it could be a bit of fun. So you know what? Give me a couple of minutes, and I'm going to see if I can come up with something. Yeah, this is going to be a little odd. Alright, so I've spent about 5 minutes playing around with this Battle Master, and I don't think I'm particularly happy. I made a bit of a step up before when I was looking at the Flamers, at their support weapons, and I was thinking that they were energy hardpoints. So it's not exactly the most reasonable build I've ever thought of. Now, don't get me wrong, we'd have pretty decent heat efficiency and, you know, fairly moderate firepower, but we'd be given a bunch of range, although the durability would be far better overall. But all in all, I'm not that impressed with how things are looking, so I'm not going to end up doing any of this. But if you do have any suggestions on things we could tweak in this, do feel free to let me know in the comments, and maybe it's something we will revisit. But for now, we're not going to bother with any of the refitting. However, before we do disappear, I did just remember that I picked up a couple of extra ER medium lasers, which would fit perfectly on the Marauder. So, given the fact that we have a basic medium laser, that sounds like a terrible thing. Let's go ahead and replace that with something far superior. That is definitely what we want. Right, and we can do two, in fact. So the real question is, do we go for the damage or the accuracy and critical? Honestly, I think damage is king. especially if somebody is in cover. We want as much damage output as possible. So we'll go ahead and check on that, yeah, extra range medium laser on there. So that will be 3 out of 4 as very nice ones there. That should be very, very nice. In fact, we could even, you know what, would it be unrealistic to throw in a double heatsink? We do have a couple of extra ones. Yeah, we have 5 to spare. You know what? We do sometimes have a bit of an issue with the heating issue there. If we drop off one of them and replace you with one of those, how does that do for our heat efficiency? As it's going down. All right, but we did install an ER medium laser, so it's not exactly nothing. That will help mitigate a little bit. We could possibly go ahead and get rid of another one and keep on working. You know what? That's probably not too far off, staying where we are. In fact, you know what? We're going to go ahead and do it once more. We're going to go ahead and chuck in an extra one. Yeah, so we can maintain our heat efficiency. That's probably worth it. I don't think we'd want to do any more. In fact, don't get me wrong, we could chuck it in there, but I think staying as we are is overall a net gain in firepower and average range. And it's only 5,000 C-bills, so yeah, we'll keep our double heatsinks nice and safe. Let's go ahead and confirm those upgrades to the Marauder. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. 5,000 C-bills, nothing to really worry about. Alright, and now before we go ahead and pick up the final mission, our next story mission, we're going to quickly do a quick run through the store. We do have a medium and a large pulse. I think I care more about the medium pulse. We're less likely to be throwing large lasers anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and pick up the medium instead. Medium pulse, I think, could be cool.
New weapon systems available.
Maybe go for a giant mech of disco death. I think that could be kind of cool in the future. So we'll keep the pulse, and we're going to go ahead and head over to our contracts. And since there is nothing else around short of just continually doing more missions for the pirates, I think now's a pretty good time for the grave robbing priority mission. Travel to Artru to secure and loot Castle Nautilus. Now this is only a 3 skull mission, but I'm sure it's not going to be that easy. We'll gain a fair bit of money and a decent amount of salvage, so we're going to go ahead and start traveling there now, and we'll pick up with that in the next one. So, as we go underway, I think we'll call it maybe a day before we arrive, just because
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
I'm not 100% sure if that will give us any time to do things before we land, or whether it'll dive straight on into the mission. And so, since I need to save the game between now and then, I think we will, we'll call it just before. But of course, there is the possibility of events. Oh, and speaking of which, we have a poker night. Edmund, it's poker night. Darius is prowling outside your quarters as you return after dinner. Poker night, Darius first insisted because he said it would help keep his skills sharp. He doesn't always win, so perhaps he's right. It's usually the senior staff he ropes into playing, although occasionally some other lucky crew member or guest is invited to the table. But you're the boss, he can't make you play. Do we pass on the game? Play casually, play to win, or manipulate? You know what, we're not going to cheat. We have enough power as the captain as it is. We don't want to cause any ill will. I think we're going to have a nice casual game of poker, just kind of enjoying with the crew, I think. Yeah. Alright, this is just a friendly game. Darius intones as he shuffles the deck. And thank God for that. Yang clinks his ambergris vermouth with your cup and looks at his hand. His eyes widen immediately. Poker night. You keep an eye on your cards, but as soon as you're pulled into a conversation with Yang about the rarity of functional quad mechs, Darius is displeased at how lightly you are taking the game, but it's not clear why until Yang notices the pile of chips he'd been absently collecting all night. Wow, says Yang, I guess I got lucky tonight. Ma taps her own small stack of chips. We're all lucky. If Darius had cut the cards, he were just flashing around, we'd owe him our shirt. Company gains an extra tech point for the next couple of days. I suppose that's nice. Nothing bad happened. And yeah, just a fun night with the crew. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. In fact, I think it's been a very long time since I've had a games night. They're always pretty good. We normally play a fair few board games. Like occasionally we'll have a D&D one shot or something along those lines, of which I typically game master. And then otherwise we'll play other board games. In fact, we recently tried Wingspan with the 7-player version, which is because of the Asia expansion with all those birds. Yeah, it enables up to 7 people at the table to play, which was rather hectic, but I will admit it was a great deal of fun.
Are online, Commander.
Alright, work on the Argo is finished. Let's see, is there anything else that we truly desire at this stage? I think... well, we're either going to go for our drive system, and... see, that'll take 15 days, reduce time. We could do that, it's only 360,000. Or... do we go ahead and try and go for the extra medical points? Yeah, cut down on wound timers, and a chance of death from lethal damage is 5% less likely. Man, that's not a small purchase there. But you know what? If we do well, we might have some more Arano space. We can sell off some mechs. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and do this. Yeah. The original Argo specifications had a room and infrastructure for actual hospital facilities, rather than just a simple med bay. With a full hospital's worth of equipment and connections to the ship's library and databases, the medtechs are able to perform near miracles of healing. All med bays will be converted into hospital bays. Okay, so that lowers our chance of death from incapacitating damage is 5% less likely, and chance of death from lethal damage is also 5% less likely. Now, unfortunately, that's no guarantee. And had we have already had this, it only would have been a 1 in 5 chance that poor Hammer could have survived. But again, it's 1 in 20, very unlikely. But if it helps, it helps. The real question, though, for me is, what are the chances in the first place? Is it already a 100% for lethal damage, and then something like, I don't know, 75 or 80 for...
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Oh, hang on a second. I did not think things through. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, we're in trouble. We need to not have done that. But I can't go back on that. Ooh. Cannot be bought or sold while in transit. Oh, dear goodness. Oh, did I just kill us? Can we go back? I really should have seen that. You know what? We're going to play it forwards, just on the off chance, and if not, we're going to see if we can rewind a little bit of time. Because I should have seen that coming. And if we lose a campaign because of my lack of foresight, that would be horrific. Oh. Stop dropping to the cuts. I want to see what happens. The warning. Okay. While in what is that? Katinka, you get a message from the commander of another mercenary company passing through. After some formalities, the message gets straight to the point. My boys tell me you have Glitch on your crew. As one commander to another, I need to tell you Glitch is not a good hire. To be blunt, he's a thief and a backstabber, and only common decency had me leave her on a station instead of booting her through the airlock when I finally fired her. Be careful with your crew and keep that in mind, MechWarrior. With a bad reputation can bring down the reputation of your whole outfit. Yeah, look, to be perfectly honest, Glitch. I think we're the ones who caused her to become criminal. So, I'm not really... How about we talk to her and see what she says? I'm feeling like we're going to side with her anyway, but we may as well let her know that people are talking trash about her. Alright, clenches her fist. I thought I'd finally found a place where I was trusted, but even an ex-con can't get a break. Whatever. I get it. You're watching me, is that so? Okay, so she's now rebellious. Well, that is not what we wanted. Ah, man. And out of funds. Okay, so we did do the goof. We're gonna load a save and see how things go. Event resolved. What day are we in? We are manual gimme no 305. You know what? Give me 1 second and I'll figure out which one is the right one and I'll meet you on the other side. Alright, well, that was just a little bit awkward. It turns out that, yeah, I should not have clicked that upgrade. I should have known better. I really should have been paying attention. So, yeah, we're going to quickly zip back a couple of days. Turns out, yeah, turns out that was bad on my end. You know what? I, think we will... Yeah, we'll leave it in. Just so, all of our other thoughts are not forgotten. I don't know, everything we were discussing, but it is important. I think it's worth keeping in. So yeah, we're just going to quickly zip on ahead and catch ourselves right back up again. And instead of spending money on that silly medical bay, that would obviously zero our bank account, or at least to a point that we cannot survive.
That work order's complete, boss.
Yeah, okay.
Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Oh look, ship upgrades. Well, what should we do here? Well, you know what? We could go for an arcade, 450,000, or a pool for 450,000. Well, both of them take 20 days. I think we're going to go ahead and... Do we go with the arcade? 20 days, or maybe we go for the drive and just save us a little bit of in-between. It's a little bit cheaper and it takes less time. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and purchase the drive's repairs instead. We'll get to the others in time.
I'll get the team on it right away.
But even if we do severely kick up our drive system, we're not going to be at a point where we're blitzing from one location to another, so we'll still have enough time to finish the rest. Yeah, it'll just make things a little bit faster in the meantime. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad call. Although, yeah, I think we'll probably end up going for either the medical bay, the hospital bays, or the morale things before we finish that final tier of drive. Just because, again, we're not really worried about our morale with everybody. That is a, yeah, that is a foregone conclusion. We don't really need to save the money. We have a perfectly good funds. Yeah, perfectly good account with good funds. Yeah, we'll be,
Got the financial report.
Oh yeah, and this is the one that we were expecting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go with the regular normal. Again, not trying to save money because we don't need to. And we're going to arrive in Artru in a couple of days. Alright, well, you know what? I guess the good side is that event technically never happened. That was just a parallel universe of which we woke up from. And Glitch is not going to be rebellious. So hopefully that helps. And if not, well, oh well. Alright, instead we're having a happy accident. Darius opens up... I don't think we've played poker with everyone now. Oh man, oh well. Darius opens the morning briefing with a scowl on his face. We picked up new supplies a few weeks ago and we're just opening some of the crates of the machine tools. And well, I can't believe this has happened again. But Yang practically explodes from his chair. We have more frozen triple F burger meat. Do you know how hard this stuff is to come by in the periphery? Dr. Murad sighs audibly. Please tell me that the refrigeration was still operational. I don't want a repeat of last time. Don't worry, Doc. My team will take care of the goods. Young flashes you a winning smile. What do you say, Commander? Burgers on the menu? Okay, I'm not familiar with these. The flagship sandwich sold by Triple F restaurants throughout Federated Sun's base. Okay, well, we do have hydroponics. We could recreate an authentic burger. You know what? That's definitely, yeah. How do you say no to a burger? An idea pops into your head. Chief, you're kind of an expert on triple F burgers. Do you think that the hydroponics garden has what you need to recreate the real thing? Yang's face takes on the stony expression that you've come to associate with complicated refit orders. From what I've heard, this stuff is basically whale meat, so I'll have to improvise, but yes, challenge accepted. By the end of the week, Yang and his Mechs had raided the garden and retrofitted a blast furnace into a makeshift grill. Somebody even decorated the mess hall in triple F trademark colors. While only those who've traveled in Davian space can attest to the accuracy of the burgers, everyone agrees that they are delicious. Morale has increased by 2. Oh, that is excellent. And now we've even maxed out our resolution. A resolute status. That is brilliant. And we are going from
Those upgrades
4
you
days
asked for are online, Commander.
down to 3 days. Yay, 20% saving. Let's go and we'll go to the engineering bay. Of course, we're going to spend just a small fraction more. We're going to go ahead and pick up the arcade. The arcade sounds good.
Sure thing.
Who knows, maybe we'll
take
get
a bit,
a
but we'll
small
get it
party. We've got plenty of cash on hand, which is exactly how it should have always been. And we're going to quickly drop on in. And you know what? With 1 day left, I think that's where we're going to call things for this episode. We're going to arrive at Aratu, and then we're going to take on a fortress. So if you do want to see an assault on a fortress with giant mechs, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.